Hey there, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Mana Chamber, or welcome to Mana Chamber if this is your first time. We're doing a ranking video today for Wilds of Eldraine, all like 25 commanders from the set or something like that. We are super close to 100 subscribers and I'm very excited. So if you have not subscribed yet, I would very much appreciate if you do. If you don't want to, no big deal. We got a community poll going on right now to see what I'm going to do special when I hit 100 subscribers. So anyway, these Wild of Eldraine commanders are about to be pretty wild. Agatha of the Vile Cauldron. A green and a red. Human Warlock. 1/1. Activated abilities. Creatures you control cost X colorless less to activate, where X is her power. This effect can't reduce the mana cost to less than 1. You can pay a green and a red and 4. Other creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain trample and haste until the end of the turn. So like what? You need to give her more power. You reduce her cost. You can pay it probably more than once, buff everybody up on your team, trample through, you want enough people, or at least some big boys. Seems pretty fun, seems pretty powerful. I'm gonna give it an A for, hopefully it's not too high of a rating. We'll see. Here's Ash, Party Crasher. A white and a red human peasant 2/2 with haste and celebration whenever she attacks. If 2 or more non-land permanents enter the battlefield under your control this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on her. Played her on Standard Brawl. She's pretty fun. I mean, can be a little fast. You gotta make sure you're casting spells that, like, make tokens, essentially, for her to do her thing. She's alright. Not the best Boros commander, that's for sure. Let's just put her in the C tier. Baluna Grand Squall, a red, a blue, and a green, giant noble for 4 with trample, and permanent spells you cast that have an adventure cost 1 colorless less to cast. You can seek thrills for a red, a blue, a green, and 2 instant adventure, mill 7. Then put all cards that have an adventure from among them into your hand. So I played with her too. She's pretty fun. You definitely have a lot of options, a lot of things to do. The deck is lower than I expected it to be, honestly, and I'm pretty sure I had quite a bit of ramp in it. Yeah, it was just kind of, maybe it's just because of the cards that have adventure, I don't know. Either way, I think I'm gonna throw her in the C tier as well. Ariette of the Charmed Apple, a black, a white, and 1 human warlock, 2/4. Each creature that's enchanted by an aura you control can't attack you or a planeswalker you control. At the beginning of your end step, each opponent loses X life and you gain X, where X is the number of auras you control. So of course you're going heavy on the auras. You can even throw good auras on enemies and it turns them into not being able to attack or block, which is pretty cool. I did play with her some too. She's pretty fun, pretty powerful. I like that you don't even have to attack to win with her. It's kind of fun for me. I'll throw her in the B tier. Godric, Cloaked Reveler. 2 red and 1 human noble, 3/3 with haste and celebration. As long as 2 or more non-land permanents enter the battlefield under your control this turn, Godric, Cloaked Reveler is a dragon with base power and toughness 4/4, flying, and has a red. Dragons you control get +1/+0 until the end of the turn. So again, you want to cast things that are making tokens. And then he's turning into a Dargon. That's kind of goofy, kind of fun. He's got haste. I don't know, he's pretty cool. I think I'll throw him in the B tier. Yeah. Greta, Sweet Tooth Scourge, a green, a black, and 1 human warrior, 3/3. Whenever she enters the battlefield, create a food token. Sacrifice a food. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. You can only do it as a sorcery. Pay a black and 1. Sacrifice a food. You can draw a card, and you can lose a life. She's okay. It seems kind of slow. I like that she has draw. You need a lot of food. I'll put her in the D tier. Yeah. Hilda of the Icy Crown, a blue, a white, and 2 human, warlock 3/4. Whenever you tap an untapped creature an opponent controls, you may pay 1. When you do, choose one of these. Create a 4/4 white and blue elemental creature token, or put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, or scry 2, then draw a card. This is ridiculously powerful, in my opinion. A tier. A tier. My dear. Eldraine, the Pyro Hammer. 2 red and 2 human, knight 4/4. Whenever an instant or sorcery spell you control that targets only a single creature deals damage to that creature, Eldraine deals that much damage to each opponent. So, you're just casting a bunch of slingy spells. Just boop, boop, damage, pop, pop. I don't know, it seems really fun to me. How good is it, though? That's the question. I feel like I'll throw this in B tier as well. Johann, Apprentice Sorcerer. A red, a blue, and 2. Human Wizard 2/5. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. Once each turn, you may cast an instant or sorcery spell from the top of your library. That seems pretty fun. Spellcaster, playing from your deck, pretty dang scary as well. I'll throw this in the B tier. Kellen the Fey-Blooded. A red and 2 human fairy 2/2 with double strike. Other creatures you control get +1/+0 for each aura and equipment attached to Kellen the Fey-Blooded. Birthright boon, a white and 1 sorcery adventure. Search your library for an aura or equipment card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Played him on Standard Brawl. So fun. So good. You can do a lot with him. You definitely want to protect him, and I did that astonishingly well. I'm going to put him in the A tier. For anyone that doesn't know, too, if you cast an adventure, and the commander tax gets put on, right? And then you cast the adventure again. Every time you cast the adventure, it goes to exile. When he's in exile, even with the commander tax being up, he'll go back down to just 3 mana. Pretty sweet. That's all adventure commanders. Okay. Lord Skitter, Sewer King. A black and 2, rat noble 3/3. Whenever another rat enters the battlefield under your control, exile up to 1 target card from an opponent's graveyard. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 1/1 black rat creature token with this creature can't block. I think he's super cool. I mean, he makes a rat every turn. You're getting rid of stuff in the graveyard. You want to cast rats. Fun. I'll put him in the B tier, I think. Neva, Stalked by Nightmares. A black, a white, and 2 human, noble 2/2 with menace. Whenever she enters the battlefield, return target creature or enchantment from your graveyard to your hand. Whenever an enchantment you control is put to a graveyard from the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on Neva and scry 1. So you want some enchantments to be in the graveyard before you even cast her. It's kind of strange. I mean, it's not bad. You could definitely do some cool stuff. Put a bunch of cheap sagas, sacrifice creatures, stuff like that. Seems interesting. I'll put it in the D tier compared to what we've seen. Obira, Dreaming Duelist, a black and a blue. Fairy Warrior 2/2 with flash, flying. Whenever another fairy enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent loses a life. Played with her too. She's pretty fun. I thought she'd be better than she was. Maybe I just need more fairies. Maybe that's a part of it. I think I'll put her in the C tier. Old Flitterfang, a black and 4 rat fairy 3/4 with flying. At the beginning of each end step, if a creature died this turn, create a food token. You want that. You want creatures to die if you want that anyway. For black and 2, sacrifice another creature or an artifact. And Old Flitterfang gets +2/+2 until the end of the turn, so you can fly into him, hit him for a little harder. You're making food, yum num num, eating this pie. It seems okay. It's a little expensive. I think I'll put it in the D tier. Rowan, Scion of War, a red, a black, and 1 human wizard 4/2 with menace. You can tap him. Spells you cast this turn that are black and or red cost X less to cast, where X is the amount of life you lost this turn. So you want to hurt yourself, you want to punish yourself, sling a lot of spells, tons of them, draw a bunch of cards or exile them. I don't know, seems interesting. Seems like it could be powerful. It's just, I'd have to test that deck. That'd be interesting. Put that in the B tier. Ruby, Daring Tracker. A green, a red. Human Scout 1/2 with haste. Whenever they attack, while you control a creature with power 4 or greater, Ruby gets +2/+2 until the end of the turn. You can tap her and add a red or a green. A little bit of ramp. Can also become, what, a 3/3, essentially? You want to buff her if you even hope to swing with her. So she's mostly just a ramp commander. I mean, that's not bad. I'm not going to say this is particularly good either. I think I'll put this in the D tier. Array of Numbing Depths. A blue, a white, and 2 Merfolk Wizard 2/3. Whenever they enter the battlefield, tap target creature an opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. Whenever you tap 1 or more untapped creatures your opponent controls, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. That's the weird part of it, is that you can only draw a card once each turn. And that's the sad part about it. I don't know, man. I think I'll throw this in the F tier, unfortunately. Sir Armont, the Redeemer. A white, a green, and 3 human knight 4/4. Whenever he enters the battlefield, create a monster roll token attached to another target creature you control. Enchanted creatures you control get +1/+1. So this would be kind of fun. Do like do a bunch of like roll related stuff where you're creating these token enchantments or just a bunch of other auras and stuff. This 5 is a little expensive for this. That's not bad. I think I'll put this in the C tier. Sir Ginger, the Meal Ender. 2 colorless food knight legendary artifact creature 3/1. Sir Ginger has trample, hexproof, and haste as long as an opponent controls a planeswalker. A little bit of planeswalker hate over here. Whenever another artifact you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on Sir Ginger and scry 1. Pay 2, tap it, sack it. You gain life equal to its power. You can gain a bunch of life if you need to. You're trying to get a bunch of +1 counters. You're trying to lose your artifacts, so you're making artifact tokens, treasures, foods, whatever you want. You're scrying. You're getting the cards you need. I don't know, it's pretty powerful in all reality. I'll put Sir Ginger in the A. Did play with Sir Ginger, had tons of fun in that video. Talion, the Kindly Lord. A black, a blue, and 2. Fairy Noble, 3/4 with flying. When they enter the battlefield, choose a number between 1 and 10. Whenever an opponent casts a spell with the mana value, power, or toughness equal to that chosen number, that player loses 2 life and you draw a card. So this is an oppression piece that's actually pretty good. I played it where I knew or I made them reveal their hand a whole bunch so I could see what they had going on, so I could know what kind of number to pick, and then I would be able to bounce Talion. I could change that number around. I thought it was pretty good. It's slow is my only kind of opinion with it. That's the unfortunate part. As a full commander, though, 4 players, I think this would be brutal. We're going A tier on that. The Goose Mother. A blue, a green, and X. Bird Hydra 2/2 with flying. The Goose Mother enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. When the Goose Mother enters the battlefield, create half X food tokens rounded up. Whenever the Goose Mother attacks, you may sacrifice a food. If you do, draw a card. So you're making food, you're wanting that's tons of mana, you want the Goose Mama to come mothering on out. I mean, it seems like it could be pretty good and fun, but I'm not overwhelmingly impressed with it either. What I really like is that it's a bird Hydra. It's a Hydra goose. That's hilarious. I'll put it in the C tier, I think is where we're at. Totentans, Swarm Piper, a red, a black, and 1 human warlock bard 2/3. Whenever him or another target, another non-token creature you control dies, create a 1/1 black rat creature token with this creature can't block for a black and 1. Target attacking rat you control gains death touch until the end of the turn. I think Totentans is bomb. I definitely played with him on the channel. Big fun, in my opinion. Is he absolutely amazing? I don't think so. He's a B. He's pretty good. Troyan, Gutsy Explorer, a blue, a green, and 1 Veldikin Scout 1/3. You can tap him and add a green and a blue. You can only spend that mana to cast spells with 5 or more greater or X spells. You can pay a blue, tap him, draw a card, and then discard a card. He's funky donkey. You probably want big ramp with him. You're casting big boys. He's just crazy. Better than Ruby, for sure. Goes in the seat here. Will, Scion of Peace, a blue, a white, and 1. Human Wizard 2/4 with Vigilance. You can tap him, and spells you cast this turn that are white and or blue cost X colorless less to cast, where X is the amount of life you gain this turn. So basically like the other one, but you're gaining life instead of losing life. And I like that better. I really do. He would be like a go-off king better, but it's probably more fun to hurt yourself in the process as well. I don't know if either of them are better than the other. I'll just put it in the B tier. Last one, Yenna, Red Tooth Regent, a white, a green, and 2 Elf Noble 4/4. You can pay 2 and tap it. Choose target enchantment you control that doesn't have the same name as another permanent you control. Create a token that's a copy of it, except it isn't legendary. If the token is an aura, untap Yenna. Red Tooth Regent, then Scry 2. Activate only as a sorcery. Crazy? Could be fun, could be powerful. I'm definitely not against this. You're so 6 basically, but you're making copies. They could even be legendary enchantment creatures or legendary enchantments. I don't know where I sit with this. B or A tier. Somewhere in there. I think I'll throw her in the B tier as well. So that's it. That's my opinions. Here they are. We got a few more opinions coming up in a second. What do you think? Did I do good? Did I do bad? Was there somebody in here that needs to move up? Is there somebody down here that needs to move up? Somebody that needs to move down? Let me know in the comments. We're going to pick the worst of them all. I think you all know where this is going. I don't remember his name, so I find his silly little picture until I can tell you the name of his face. And I'm just going to ramble gently until I see the fool. He is a merfolk, or no, he's a Veldikin. I know that much, and I'm struggling so much to find him in my list. Here we go. Sheree of Numbing Depths. Sorry, worst commander of them all for Wilds of Eldraine. There's probably a few others that could compete. Maybe Gerda or Neva. Let's pick the best. Here we go. There's a lot of really good ones. Italian, so means. You can do mean things here. Kellen, mean. Mean. Hilda, mean. I don't know. They're all just big bad. And it makes me so sad I can't pick more. I will do Hilda of the Icy Crown. I think that is what I believe is the best commander in the set. Do you agree? Do you not believe me? Guess we're gonna have to find out if you even leave a comment in any way. Anyway, that's the whole video. Thank you so much for your time. We got more ranking videos. We're gonna rank the Wilds of Eldraine Commander set block. Commanders only. Like I said, we might do some Doctor Who in the future. I'm thinking, yeah, we're going to just hit those kinds of sets. I don't know what else is coming. Either way, these are the ranking videos. I'll see you in some more Brawl videos. Zeedles zip later.